So what I'm going to show you guys how to do today is how to replace the full quarter panel, which in this case, just think of it as a fender, because that's basically what it is in this car. So one of the awesome things I think about the MR2 Spyder is that that entire quarter panel can be removed and replaced with a 10 mil and a T27. And some time. I'll have to take the bumper off, take the tail light out, got to take the hardtop off, which is easy but kind of a pain in the ass because I do it all myself. So that's going to be fun. But I'll start to bring in little bits and pieces. But basically you've got a couple bolts behind the door, you got a couple bolts along the bottom, you got a couple bolts up here. And then there's one little piece that I'll come back and actually discuss it with you guys a little bit more. Where you got to kind of make a decision. And unfortunately, or fortunately, the way that the replacement quarter panel slash fender that I acquired, they already made that decision on that one, and so it's going to dictate my decision on this one. Anyways, stay tuned, and I'll show you guys how to do it. And hopefully by the end of this thing, the car is going to look a little bit nicer than it did when I bought it, and ultimately when I'm totally done, I think it's gonna look pretty cool. All right, checking back in at the halfway point. Got these two up here off. Got the hardtop mount off. Got the 3 on the bottom off. Got the 2 in the door, actually 3 in the door. There's 2 obvious ones. There's another one hiding behind a rubber piece. And there's still a little bit of work I got to do around the fuel filler. But I lied to you. I apologize. I needed a 12mm socket also. And that was for the hardtop mount. And I'm also going to need a screwdriver because I got to pull the bumper off. So bumper needs to come off basically because there's a couple bolts in here holding it on. And the tail light is holding on stuff too. So it gets more in depth, as you can know. And welcome to Lotus adding lightness. Nah, actually, fender's off, quarter panel's off. Not too bad. The 3 riveted pieces on top, I think I got a picture of it. That was the worst part. And by worst, I mean, I just don't like drilling out rivets. I would rather have done the bolted on section, but the new fender quarter panel was already drilled out, so it wasn't going to make a difference what I did with the old one. I cleaned it up, the new one. It doesn't look bad. A couple scratches, but it's definitely not banged in like the other one is, so I am very happy about that. And now I get to put it all back together. So when I do magic, this will be fixed. Just like that. So pretty much done. Not really, but it's on there now. And the main thing I'm gonna do, and I suggest you do before you tighten everything up, is get them on all the bolts. So you got the 2 here, the 2 there. Got 1 up top there. I haven't done it yet for the hardtop mount, just because whatever. The 3 in the door and the 3 in the bottom. So I've got all of them on there. but nothing is tight. Main thing I want to check, the bumper is just kind of hanging out, but you want to check the panel gaps. So check it along the door, check it along the trunk lid, engine lid, whatever. And then usually you'll want to check it with the bumper too, but the bumper's going to be last, and I'm not even going to be worried about it. Just a quick mock-up, and it's sitting pretty well. So tighten it all up, clean everything up, and then call it a good job. As you can see, it looks so much better. Oh, this is a great thing. Well, folks, there you have it. Swapping out your MR2 fender with just a 10mm ratchet. That's what the clickbait headline will say, but that's not what it really takes. Reality, I needed the 10. I needed a 12mm for that. A couple Phillips. Had to take the wheel off, take the bumper off, a couple other things, but man, oh man. Glad I did it. It looks a lot better. So I'm glad I did it. And if you're lucky enough to find one in the right color, do it.